September 2nd, Rabbi Moore, Parsha Hashavua Nitztavim.
Let's go. Yeah, we were up to Pasuk Yutes. We actually may have read the Pasuk yesterday. Let's see. May's not here today. Okay. Pasuk Yutes again. Lou?
Let's see. Lo Yoveh Hashem Seloach Lo Ki Az Yeshan Af Hashem V'Kin Aso Oish Hahu V'Rav Ta Bo Kol Ha'ele Ha'ala Ha'Kesuvah B'Sefer Hazeh U'Macha Hashem Es Shemo Mitachas Hashemayim. Okay, Hashem will not forgive him.
Will not lo yoveh Hashem tzlach. Hashem will not wish, will not desire to forgive him.
What word means desire?
Yoveh. La'avot means it means to desire, to wish, to
Hashem
want.
will not wish to forgive him because then smoked his anger.
The anger of
Hashem's
Hashem
anger will smoke,
will smolder,
and his jealousy.
and his, you know what? Ki oz yeshan af Hashem v'kinosoi. The anger of Hashem and his zealousness or jealousy is not the right word. Zealousness will
Isn't this
smolder.
the same word as we ascribe to Pinchas?
Correct?
Kina.
Correct.
So don't we call him a zealot?
Right. Zealousness. I said not jealous. It's zealous, not jealous.
Right.
It's also used for
I see.
jealousy.
Okay, so Hashem's anger and jealousy will smoke against that man. And the oath, and he will swear.
And all the oath or the curses that are written in this book, yes, yeah, Rav Boy will, shall we say, bear down upon it.
Will bear down upon him.
It comes from the same Lashon. Lirvot means to, how do you say it? An animal, when it crouches, it's called rovetz. The Torah says, if you see the ox of your person whom you hate crouching or buckling under under its weight, under its burden. Okay?
And
So there,
ha'ala
this
is
is,
curses.
so no, just 1 second though. So it really means, in this sense, means Akash Baruch Hu is going to bring the full weight of all the curses which are written in this Sefer, in the Torah. Akash Baruch Hu is bring down the full weight of all these curses upon this person.
What word means curses?
Allah.
Okay. Umacha, and Hashem will erase his name from under the heavens. Hi, Meir. We're on Pasuk 19.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Rashi. Yeshan af Hashem. The anger of Hashem. Literally the nose.
Or the, yeah.
Hashem's nose will smoke. Al Yudei. What?
Yeah, carry on, yes.
Al Yudei Kas. Through anger. Hagon mischameim. Haguf misameim. The body heats up. The ha'ashan yotze min ha'af. And smoke emerges from the nose.
Right.
V'chein, and similarly, Allah ashan ba'apo. Smoke went up from his nose. The afal pi she'ein zo lifnei ha'makom. And even though it is not thus before Hashem.
Meaning it's not real. Akash Baruch Hu is not corporeal, right?
Right.
So Akash Baruch Hu doesn't have anger, doesn't have a nose, doesn't, right?
Right. Hakasuv mashmi'a es ha'ozen. The pasuk lets us hear derech
Right.
shehi ragila v'chola lishmoa. In the way that it is normal to be able to hear.
Right.
See derech haaretz, in accordance with the way of the world. So in other words, it's a metaphor.
Correct.
Kin aso, it says his wrath. We translate it as his zealousness. Lashon chema, it's an expression of rage. Enprenement in Old French. Achizas levishas nekama. Taking hold of being dressed with vengeance.
Right. It's interesting he uses this term levishas nekama. I'm not quite sure why it's used that term. Because, in fact, actually, we use that term in the I guess it's a paraphrase. It's taken from a certain pastor, because what do we say? We use it in the Lashon of the Tefillah and Rosh Hashanah. It's one of the piyutim.
It says here, Isaiah 59:17.
Who?
He puts on garments of vengeance. And Ezekiel 39:25, he donned zeal as his cloak.
Right.
Okay, so He's feeling vengeful against this guy who is flaunting his sins.
Yes, it's right. The Eino Mavi Alamida. And he doesn't, I should say, he's not, Kosh Baruch is not going to be forgiving. He's not going to overlook. And when you say Kosh Baruch is Mavi Al-Midosav, means Kosh Baruch is like, well, I don't want to use the word lax, but Kosh Baruch will not be stringent and hold the person to the letter of the law. Whereas over here, this person, and as I mentioned yesterday, this person is like, yeah, I don't have to keep the mitzvahs. As long as I'm, I should say, a Jew at heart, I'm feeling good, I feel whatever. I believe in God, but to actually follow the Kosh Baruch Hu's dictates, the Kosh Baruch Hu's dictum, and I do what I see fit. I do it my way. This is what angers a Kosh Baruch Hu. Kosh Baruch Hu says, that's a person. Obviously, this includes that the Maisi he serves idols as well. We can. How do these people say? We can recognize many beliefs. Right? This is basically what this guy is saying. Okay. Kosh Baruch won't tolerate such a attitude. Okay? Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Fine. Let's go on. Meir.
Okay.
Pasuk Chof.
Okay. V'hivdilo Hashem l'ra'ah v'kol shiftei Yisrael kechol alot habrit haketuvah v'sefer haTorah hazeh. Okay, so Hashem will separate him for the evil of all the tribes.
No, l'ra'ah. Hashem will separate him for evil or for punishment, really, in this context. Because Shiftei Yisrael, from all the tribes, Kosh will separate him from all the tribes of Israel.
Oh, kikol alot habrit haketuvah, like all the alot.
Aloy Sabris, the curses of the covenant,
Curses of the
which are
covenant.
written in
in
the Sefer HaTorah Hazeh, in this Torah scroll.
Which we read a week or two ago,
No,
right?
this is Rashi. This is Rashi's the whole shtickle over here. But I specifically in this Torah scroll.
Okay.
All the curses of the covenant which are written in this Torah scroll. Sefer Torah Hazeh. Okay?
Okay.
Means Kosh Baruch is going to single out this person for severe punishment. Okay?
Okay. So it says Umala Hu Omer.
Oh, it's enough. Rashi's got a thing. Here it says Haksuva. I'm not going to read it because this Rashi's going to dwell on the cantillation notes, the trop.
Oh.
You see, right? Okay, we're going to see this here. But anyway, the pasuk says here, like all the curses of the covenant, which are written in the Sefer HaTorah Hazeh, in this Sefer Torah. Okay? Now, the pasuk says here, Zeh, Hazeh. Now, Rashi's got a question. Ulamala huoime. In last week's Parsha, chapter Chof Ches, pasuk Samech Aleph, and I'll ask you to turn a few pages back, and it says, Gam kol choli v'chol makor asher lo kasuv b'sefer haTorah hazois Ya'alem Hashem olecha ad yishom doch. And all sicknesses and makah, blow all the plagues,
okay.
which are not written in the Sefer HaTorah Hazois, in the book of this Torah. Okay, now this is HaTorah Hazois, and here it says the Sefer HaTorah Hazeh, in this Sefer Torah. So Rashi says, why doesn't one pasuk use the term Sefer Torah Hazeh, and the other place it says Sefer Torah Hazois? So it says Rashi, okay, so Rashi explains that because it depends, there's a difference in the meaning of the two phrases. Hazois, says Rashi, yeah?
Yeah.
Loshen nekeva musab ala Torah. So it doesn't mean this Torah scroll. It means the scroll of this Torah. The sefer and the sefer in the book or scroll of HaTorah Hazois, of this Torah. Therefore, Torah is feminine. Therefore, it says Torah Hazois.
Okay. And that's okay. So that's on the Torah. Hazeh Lashon Zachar Musav al HaSefer. Oh, so when it says Hazeh, it's referring to the book.
Right. Whereas over here, Hazeh Loshen Zachar Musav ala Sefer, this Torah scroll, not the scroll of this Torah. No, I translated over there. Sefer HaTorah Hazois means the scroll of this Torah, and this is going on the Torah. That's why it's Zois. Whereas over here, it's going, everything that's written, the Sefer HaTorah Hazois means this Torah scroll, and it's going on the scroll. Sefer is masculine. Hazeh Loshen Zachar Musav ala Sefer. Okay, the Zeh, which is going on, which is a masculine form, is going on the Sefer, the scroll, this Torah scroll. Okay, Validei, as he says, Validei Pisuk Hatamim. Carry on.
Okay.
We're going to have a lesson in Trop.
Trop. Yeah. Hein Nechelakin Elishtei Lishonot. So they're separated. They're
two different forms of expression.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Forms of expression. Okay.
Meaning, we see by the notes, by the Pisuk Hatamim, by the notes, by the Trop, so you see there are two different types of phrases. There are two different phrases. But Parshas HaKlolos, in Parshas Kisavoi, that's the thing. Hatibcha Mesuna Tachas Besefer, V'HaTorah Hazois Dvukim Zeh Lazeh. There, when you read it, it says, Gam Kochli V'chom Hakar Sheloi Kos. One second. Sheloi Kos Besefer HaTorah Hazois. Now, I don't know if how familiar you are with the Trop, with the cantillation notes, but they have a meaning. Meaning, there are basically come under two categories. There are what's called a ma'avir, which means it's a connecting note to the next word, or they're, I forgot the word now, ma'avir or mafsik, right? Or they're stoppers, meaning it indicates this is the end of the phrase.
Oh, okay.
Mercha, right, which is a note which bends towards the bottom of the note, like it's like a quadrant of a circle, right? But it starts off at the up and it goes down towards the next word. That's a connector. Tipcha is like closing off that semicircle, and it goes like this. That indicates that's a stopper. So that's what Rashi is pointing out over here. The tipcha, which is under in Parshas Kisavai. So there the word is Gam kol choli v'chol makor asher lo chasuv b'sefer haTorah hazois. So under sefer, under the samach of sefer, that's a tipcha, which tells you sefer is separate from the next two words haTorah hazois. B'sefer haTorah hazois. Okay, so that indicates sefer is one phrase, one idea, and Torah hazois go together. So therefore, it's the scroll of this Torah. Whereas over here, that's what he's saying over here. The Parshas HaKloros had tipcha, which is a stopper, which is a gap indicator. It indicates a stop, a disconnection from the next word. Had tipcha nesuna tachas b'sefer. Torah hazois dvukim zeh lazeh. The word Torah hazois are joined together, connected. Because actually you have a munach over here. No, so actually it's it's a munach under the reish. Torah hazois. Lokach el hazois. V'kan hatipchan nesuna tachas haTorah. Here it says, in our passage over here, lo sabris haksuva b'sefer Torah hazeh. So sefer Torah are joined together. So therefore, hazeh, right? This is referring to the two words together, sefer Torah. Therefore, that's why it's masculine. Torah, the kana tikun nesuna tachas haTorah. Nimsa sefer Torah dvukim zeh lazeh. You've got a mercha under the sefer and a tipcha under the Torah, so that indicates they're joined together. Lefikach lashon zochar neifel acharov. Therefore, it takes a masculine form of this. If you want to say this sefer Torah, therefore this is going on the sefer. Lefikach lashon zochar neifel acharov. Shaloshon neifel ala sefer. Right, the hazeh is referring to the sefer. Okay?
Right.
But it's important because when a person reads the Torah, even though he may know the notes, he should also know the understanding of the notes, because a person can always, and these nuances of learning, when he learns, person reads in the Torah, he should be aware of these nuances to understand that it can affect the way he reads, can affect the meaning of the meaning he's expressing. I don't think of an example right now, but that's an important thing. So therefore, but that's the most, actually, this Merachot Tipcha is the most common note. It's the more highfalutin notes like Zarko, Sego, Menach Zarko, Menach Sego. So similarly, the Zarko is always connecting to the next word, whereas the Sego tells you that's a stopper, disconnect from the next word. Okay, well, I'm not going to go into the whole thing, but if you're familiar with the different notes, you will understand that some are joiners and some are stoppers. Okay?
What difference does it make?
The meaning.
What's the difference between this book
When
of
I
Torah
am,
and the book of this Torah?
listen, Lou, can I listen? When I am speaking to you these words, now, does that sound normal to you?
No.
No, because when I am speaking to you, I put the whole words, all those phrases together. Similarly, when the Torah is telling us, Torah is speaking to us, it has a meaning, right? It's which words are connected together and which words are separate.
Well, I'm asking you, what is the difference between saying this book?
Why does the Torah express it one way this way and one way the other way?
Yeah.
I'll tell you a very good shot. Here it says this in our pasuk over here says HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to bring upon this person all the curses which are written in Sefer Torah Hazeh. Okay, are they written there? They're written there. So if you look in the scroll, if you look in the Sefer, right? If you look in the Torah scroll, you will find them. It says Haksuva b'Sefer Torah Hazeh. It's written in this Torah scroll. What does it say in Parshas Kisavai? He says, or even those things which are not written in the scroll. Now, if it meant this Torah scroll, 1 second. So what do we find? What's this referring to? In other words, all the gamkol, all sicknesses and plagues which are not written in the book of this Torah, or should we say, if it meant this Torah scroll, then so where is it written? I mean, what if they want to say, where is it? How do I know what it is? It says even those sicknesses and plagues which are not written. So where is it? How do I know there is such other things? So therefore, the point at which that pasuk there in Parshas Kisavai says, in the scroll it's not written, but it is in this Torah. It's Torah Sheba'al Peh. There is this Torah which tells you what these sicknesses and plagues, but they're not written in this scroll.
I see.
Understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's continue. Steve's not with us. Steve? He's on mute and off. I don't know. Okay. Let's go on. Actually, it's quite a few psukim. Pasuk Chav Aleph. Lou.
V'amar Hador Ha'karon b'neihem asher yakumu me'achareichem v'hanachri asher yavo me'eretz rechoka v'ra'u es makos haaretz hahi v'es tachalueha asher chila Hashem ba. Okay, and the later generations will say, your children that rise up after you, and the non-Jew that comes from the land that is
A far
distant,
land. A distant land.
They will see the plagues of the land.
Oh, of that land. So
That land,
he.
and its illnesses that Hashem has afflicted in it. Okay. Later generations, foreigners will come and they'll see all these plagues.
Right. Hador Ha'achron, the latter generation, which means like at the end of days.
Yeah, there's no Rashi on this pasuk.
No. By the way, it's interesting. V'anochri asher yovo me'eretz rechoka. Well, let's do the next pasuk, and it says, I'll tell you something interesting. Gofris v'melach.
Gofris v'melach serefa kol artza lo tzara v'lo satzmiach v'lo ya'aleh ba kol esev k'ma pechas Sodom va'amora adama utzvoim asher hafach Hashem ba'apo uvacha maso. Okay, so sulfur and salt, a burning all the land. It cannot be sown.
Right.
It cannot sprout, and grass cannot grow in it.
No grass can grow there. Can even so I translated that. Just 1 second. Yeah. Its entire ground burnt by sulfur and salt. It cannot be sown and of anything grow, or any plant sprout from it. Asa means any plant, any vegetation. Okay?
Any vegetation cannot.
You'll not
No,
be able
no
to sprout.
vegetation can grow on it. Like the upheaval of Sodom and Amorah, Admah and Zeboim, which
These are the four towns. The four towns. Sodom was the major one. But these were Sodom and Amorah, Admah, Tzvoim were the four towns which Asher Ofach Hashem, which Hashem overturned.
In his anger and his anger.
Fury. So Alpha means his anger, but Hamosa means his fury. Okay. Chema is generally a stronger form than Af. Okay? By the way, it's interesting. I don't know if you're familiar. It says, the previous pasuk said that the Ador Achron means the later generations of Jews. And V'hanochri asher yovoy me'eretz rechoka, and the non-Jew will come from a distant land. I don't know if you're familiar. Mark Twain, in the middle 19th century, I don't know exactly when, came and paid a visit to Eretz Yisrael. And he commented afterwards, he actually has written down, I don't know which one of his books, maybe his memoirs or thing. He says, the desolation is so intense, it testifies or something, I'm not sure, to the fact that it's the promised land of the Jews. Whereas because the Jews aren't there, this is what the Pasuk's telling you, that the desolation, in other words, it's an amazing thing that from the time of Churban Bayis Sheni, which was in the year, according to our calculations, probably 68 CE, the Common Era, right, for close to almost 1750, 1800 years, the place was totally barren. People tried to cultivate Eretz Yisrael, and it didn't go.
Are you frozen, Rabbi?
Sorry?
No.
Did we lose? I thought maybe you were frozen.
No. I just heard what this is. Near me, there's a car going around announcing a funeral. And it's just suddenly shocked me because I know the person. I can't say very well, but I know the person well. I didn't know about it. So I'm sorry about that. Okay. Anyway, so that Mark Twain was one of these non-Jew who came from a distant land. And they saw that how desolate the land was. Okay.
Why is Tzivoim written without any vowels?
I do not know. That I don't know. I'm just looking here, and maybe the Balaturim says something. No. I don't know.
Okay. Va'amru kol hagoyim al me asa Hashem kacha la'aretz.
Kocho.
What is it?
It's the emphasis on the first kaf. Right? Amer Hashem kocho.
Kacha
La'aretz hazeh.
la'aretz hazos me chari v'ha'af hagadol hazeh. And the nations will say, for what reason did Hashem do thus to the land?
To this land.
Why this wrathfulness and great
Or
anger?
should we say? Yeah. Mechori. How great is the, let me see how I translated it again. Mechori Havgazim. I translate, what is the reason for this outburst of anger? For this outburst. Why? In other words, what is the reason for Chori Ha'af HaGodol Hazeh, the outburst of this great anger?
V'amru al asher azvu es bris Hashem Elokei avosam asher koras imam behotzio osam me'eretz Mitzrayim. And they will say, because they forsook the covenant of Hashem, their God, the God
Of their fathers, the God of their fathers.
that he sealed with them.
Yeah, Asher Koras, who formed with them. Asher Koras Imam, who formed with them, right? Sorry, they abandoned, they forsook the covenant of God, of Hashem, the God of their fathers, which he formed with them, when he took them out from the land of Egypt. Okay?
Vayelchu vayavdu Elokim acherim.
Elohim Acherim.
Elohim
Because this is not
acherim.
referring to God, this is referring to idols.
Vayish tachavu lahem Elohim
Asher lo yidaum,
asher lo yidaum
yidaum,
velo chalak lahem. And they prostrated themselves to them, gods that they knew not and did not apportion to them. I think our time is up.
Yeah. Okay. Bez Hashem. Anyway, Bez Hashem. Sunday, Bez Hashem. I hope we have a share, and then we'll have a break till Thursday.
Okay, so Sunday's a
Okay.
normal day for you?
I hope so. Yeah. I mean, I'm tremendously pressured because I'm having to since I'm the Gabbai of the shul, I'm in charge of arrangements, including seating and everything, for close to about over 800 people.
Wow.
So kids.
Okay, so Monday you're off.
Well, Monday for sure. Yeah, Monday.
Monday you're
Monday's
off.
no.
Sunday you're on.
Sunday, hopefully, yes. That's a shame. Okay. Have a great Shabbos. Last
Okay.
Shabbos of the year, make the most of it.
Yes.
Right.
Have a good Shabbos, Rabbi.
Shabbos,
Bye-bye.
be well.
Yeah. Good Shabbos, Yechiel.